Greetings. We continue part 3 of the name of God, Jehovah, our sanctification. Besides the 3 things already mentioned in the last segment, sanctification before service required special garments were to be worn for service. This required the putting off of the common everyday garments, and this required the putting on of the special, holy, sanctified garments which God had specified. We have a New Testament passage in Colossians 3, 9 and 10, which we should consider in this particular light. Colossians 3:9 says, "Lie not to one another, seeing that you have put off the deeds of the old man," or the old man with his deeds, "and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him." In verse 12, he says, "Put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy ones, beloved ones, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness or maturity." In the same line of thought, Paul admonished Timothy in 2 Timothy 2:21, "If any man purge," that is, cleanse himself from these, and anteceded his iniquities in verse 19, "he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet," that is, very useful for the master's work and prepared unto every good work. Second, we should note the sanctification is the result of the intensive work of God. We read in 2 Chronicles chapter 30, beginning at verse 1, "And Hezekiah sent to all Israel and Judah, and wrote letters also to Ephraim and Manasseh, that they should come to the house of the Lord at Jerusalem to keep the Passover unto the God of Israel. For the king had taken counsel, and his princes and all the congregation in Jerusalem, to keep the Passover in the 2nd month. Verse 3 says, "For they could not keep it at that time," that is, in the 1st month when it was supposed to be, "because the priest had not sanctified themselves sufficiently, neither had the people gathered themselves together to Jerusalem. And the thing pleased the king and all the congregation. So they established a decree to make a proclamation throughout all Israel, from Beersheba even to Dan, that they should come to keep the Passover unto the Lord God of Israel at Jerusalem, for they had not done it of a long time in such sort as it was written." So the post went with the letters from the king and his princes throughout all of Israel and Judah, according to the commandment of the king, saying, "Ye children of Israel, turn again to the Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, and he will return to the remnant of you that have escaped out of the hands of the kings of Assyria. And be not like your fathers, and like your brethren, which trespassed against the Lord God of their fathers, who therefore gave them up to desolation, as ye see. Be ye not stiff-necked, as your fathers were, but yield yourselves unto the Lord, and enter into his sanctuary, into his sanctified place, which he sanctified," that's causative, "forever. And serve the Lord your God, that the fierceness of his wrath may turn away from you. For if ye turn again unto the Lord, your brethren and your children shall find compassion before them that lead them captive, so that they shall come again into this land. For the Lord our God is gracious and merciful, and will not turn away his face from you, if you return unto him."